Greetings everybody, it's Diego with the lovely Karina here in lots of shadows from the light in Bogota, Colombia. Now, this video is about joint sponsorship, okay? Now you can't use a joint sponsor if you make enough money. Why would you want to use a joint sponsor if your income is sufficient? You don't want to bring somebody into your equation if that's the case. But if you don't quite meet the income requirements for USCIS or for the National Visa Center or for the immigration officer at the embassy in your fiance's country, you can get a joint sponsor. Now, a joint sponsor is somebody who is not the petitioner, who is not the sponsor. So it's not you, Mr. Petitioner, okay? But this person must meet the citizenship, must be a U.S. citizen, must reside in the United States of America, and, or is a legal resident. Doesn't have to be a U.S. citizen, but is a legal resident in the United States, in any state, in any territory, and must also, it could be a family member. It could, let's suppose you're living with your mom and dad. Your dad could be a joint sponsor for you, Mr. Sponsor, okay? But they must meet the 125% at a minimum of the income requirements of the household size being sponsored. Okay? Your co-sponsor has to be 18 years of old or greater. Cannot be a minor, cannot be under 18 years of age. Okay? And the K-1 visa applicant, if you don't want to, this is for the K-1 visa applicant. Once you get through the K-1 visa process with your joint sponsor, you can then use your assets when you get to the United States to continue the adjustment of status. You understand me, guys? You're going to use a joint sponsor only for the K-1 visa process if you don't quite meet the income requirements. You can have two co-sponsors if you want to. Let's suppose you find a co-sponsor for your beneficiary, and your beneficiary has children. You can find a second co-sponsor for the K2 visa, which is any children, okay? Just remember that. You can have two co-sponsors, one for the K1 visa and one for the K2 visa. And once they get to the United States and they get married, and you guys get married, you can then use your assets to meet the 125% poverty income guideline, okay, when you adjust your status to a green card. But not for the K1 visa or the K2 visa. I hope this information was helpful to you guys. Hang in there. We know it's a long process. You've been waiting, 6 months, 8 months, a year. Hang in there, guys. You'll get your visas. Hang in there. And we will see you in